Hey, good evening. I'd like to call the North River Village Board meeting for Monday, August 4th, 2025 to order. Please join me in a silent prayer and meditation. All right, thank you. Please join me in Pledge of Allegiance. All right, thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Gaffino.
Here.
Trustee Christensen.
Here.
Trustee Curtis. Here. Trustee Gately.
Here.
Trustee Lowry.
Here.
Trustee Nedved.
Here.
Trustee Salazar.
Here.
All right, thank you. I'm going to do consent a little different. Steve's going to list off the items.
Thank you, Mayor. Items 1 through 6 on the consent agenda include the Village Board and Committee of the Whole minutes from 7/21, a bills list dated 8/4, bills list for fiscal year 26, also dated 8/4, an approval of an interim bills list dated 7/29, an approval of an interim bills list dated 7/30, and approval of a resolution accepting the vacation of an easement in the Autumn Ridge subdivision.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Call the roll, please.
Trustee Christensen.
Yes.
Trustee Curtis.
Yes.
Trustee Gately.
Yes.
Trustee Lowry.
Yes.
Trustee Nedved.
Yes.
Trustee Salazar.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Under new business, item 1, Brian.
Thank you, Mayor. This item is an amendment to the contract with Williams Architect. The village hired Williams Architect to design the new Public Works facility in January of 2021. The agreement was structured on an hourly basis and not a percentage rate of the total cost of the building. There are several phases of the contract, and each phase is broken down by percentage to determine the compensation schedule. At this time, there's approximately 6 months left until the construction of the new facility is completed, and William has used up their original compensation amount of $750,000. This was based on an addition to our current facility, and that estimated cost was between $9 and $12 million. The project was then changed to constructing an entirely new public works facility at a cost of approximately $18 million. The original contract was never adjusted after the change was made. The current contract does have language that states additional costs would be paid on an hourly basis once the original amount was used up, and the contract would be revisited then. Williams is asking for an addendum to the original contract of a do-not-exceed number of $200,000. This is approximately 26% more than the original cost of the contract. However, it falls in line with the new cost of the project. Even with the additional cost, staff believes that structuring the contract on an hourly basis instead of the percentage basis has saved the village significant amount of money. So the staff is recommending the approval of the addendum with Williams Architect in the amount not to exceed $200,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion.
So as the percentage with this project, are we on track to be within our budget? Are we over budget? I mean, what's going on with the project as a whole?
So the construction is on track. We're only about halfway through our contingency fund for the entire project, so that's good. So the construction's got a GMP, which means that it shouldn't exceed the total price approved for construction and construction management. This is for the architects. So this is $200,000 more than was originally approved and was not budgeted. However, as Brian said, when we did this contract, architect contracts are usually percentage based. And we fought the architects to put in it by hourly and do it by phase. And we knew that there was a chance, it was even in the original contract, that we may run up to the amount that we budgeted depending on how the project changed. The building got bigger than the original contract with the architect, therefore there was more architectural work done. Had we done this in percentage based though, conservatively, we would have probably still paid on top of this another $200,000 to $400,000.
So what percentage of the project did we build in for a contingency?
For the construction, that's different than the architect contract in front of you. So the contingency for, was it 5%, Brian?
Yes.
So
For
the whole
construction
project,
was 5%.
We built in a 5% contingency.
Yeah, but that's just for construction.
Just for construction. And what I mean, how is this going to impact that? Because if we have other things that, we have a similar situation, I just don't want us to suddenly,
No, the way you look at it is there's really three things. There's the building cost, the architect, and then there's the construction manager. The construction manager and the building costs are in a guaranteed maximum price. So that contract has to come in at budget or under budget. We have a contingency fund within that budget of 5%. And so it's roughly like $850,000.
so we're fine then?
We're
not-
fine. We've only spent, I think, $430,000 around that much so far. And we've gotten through some of the most important parts, which was the underground and the heavy construction. So that's where a lot of times the most expensive contingencies are, because you don't know what's in the ground when you're digging or when you're putting the pipe in. But as far as the architect goes, it was one of those where we put it in the contract where we said, when you exceed this amount, before it goes any further, we'll have to go back to the board and increase your contract depending on how much work was left. So we knew it was a possibility this would happen. It was even said in that contract that when this happens, go back to the board. So like I was saying earlier, ultimately, even though this is $200,000 more for the architect, which comes out completely from the capital fund, the other two expenses come out from the Public Works Facility Fund, this is still going to be under budget of what, I shouldn't say under budget, it's under the amount that it would have been had we gone with the standard architect contract where they did a percentage base. So I know it sounds like, Brian, I say it sounds bad to say you're spending $200,000 more, but doing the contract this way and coming back now probably saved us $200,000 to $400,000 total.
Thank you.
They also had to break down all of their costs, so that the $200,000 was broken down of what they have left as hourly. So they gave us a chart of what they have left, and it's been broken down, so we can actually see where this money is going to.
Thank you.
Questions? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Lowry,
Yes.
Trustee Nedved,
Yes.
Trustee Salazar,
Yes.
Trustee Christensen,
Yes.
Trustee Curtis,
Yes.
Trustee Gately.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Item 2, Nathan.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. This item is a resolution approving a TIF facade grant in the amount of $20,000 for the property located at 137 North Lincoln Way. The TIF facade grant program allows for the demolition of structures, residential structures specifically, that are blighted. This property at 137 North Lincoln Way is an abandoned, dilapidated house. The property owner received several quotes for the work. They were all over $40,000, so he's asking for the maximum amount, which is $20,000 in the program.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Nedved,
Yes.
Trustee Salazar,
Yes.
Trustee Christensen,
Yes.
Trustee Curtis,
Yes.
Trustee Gately,
Yes.
Trustee Lowry.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Item 3, Steve.
Thank you. Item number 3 is for a special event request from a resident at 732 Hartfield Drive. As the board might remember, a lot of the special events are handled internally directly through our staff. However, one of the few times that it goes to the board is if there's loud music past the noise ordinance, which is 10 p.m. on the weekends. This person would like to have an event at their house on August 16th, that's a Saturday, from 4 to midnight. They are looking to have a DJ play music out of their garage. It says that they've invited their neighbors, but once again, it's to the board to decide whether or not it's acceptable to allow a permit for music till midnight.
Motion to approve.
Okay, go ahead.
Have they come back with any feedback from the neighbors?
Discussion?
Not that I'm aware of.
No. I think that's one of those where I wouldn't want my neighbor doing it, but
Midnight's pretty late. I thought, I think 11 is more reasonable, but yeah. People next to them won't be able to sleep. It's going to be loud.
Sure.
I guess I'm not saying not to approve, but I think it's pretty late.
The board has the right to approve it restricted, so you don't have to approve it till midnight. You could amend it and approve it till 11 if you're more comfortable with
then
that.
why even have an ordinance? It's like one of those chicken and the eggs. Well, why have an ordinance if you can just get a variance? Because the ordinance is there to protect the public well-being. So I would say I wish we could approve it, but we do have an ordinance for a reason, so I would say no.
I saw some of the neighbors weren't invited, and some were. I saw on the Sketch.
My thought would be maybe make it to 11 o'clock instead of midnight. I mean, I think the ordinance serves its purpose because it's for sort of day in and day out, and this is one special event that they've asked permission for. I still think midnight's kind of late.
So you're saying 11 o'clock?
I think that's,
Is that your amendment?
yes.
Okay.
Todd?
I'm either way is fine with me. I kind of agree with Laura. We have ordinances for a reason, so I would say no, honestly.
You're saying 11 o'clock would be
I would
the
say
best?
10 o'clock.
Yeah. Jason?
I'm fine with it.
Fine with 12?
Yeah.
Mike?
I'm fine with 12, but 11's okay, too. No, really, in other words, if the board, I'm okay with, I would probably prefer 11, to be honest with you, but
Carolyn?
I don't want to not approve anything, so if the consensus is midnight, I will go with it, but I think 11 is more reasonable for a neighborhood with neighbors right next door.
11.
So it sounds like 11 o'clock is the,
So what we need is a motion
To amend it.
approve with a cutoff at 11.
I make a motion that we amend the agreement to 11 PM.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No.
We don't need a roll call.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Nay.
Nay.
So we're going to run opposed? Okay. So, got that. Are we good?
Yes. I just
Four,
wanna make sure
I
got
believe
that.
it's 4 to 11 o'clock, correct?
One opposed.
Two opposed.
Two
Two
opposed.
opposed.
Yeah.
Todd and
I-
Laura.
Yeah, nay, whatever you want me to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Item 4, Steve.
Item number 4 tonight is approval of an ordinance amending the North Aurora code for the liquor code by increasing the number of Class A liquor license authorized, and this is for Marisco El Catrin Del Mar. This is the new restaurant that would like to go in at 19 South Randall Road in the Clock Tower Plaza. They've been before the board at the 2 subsequent previous meetings, and they were there discussing 3 different liquor licenses. This is the first of 2 action items tonight. Because one item, this is their Class A license, so this is the main license that they use for their establishment. The next item on the agenda is going to be the supplemental entertainment Class B license, which is an additional license that has to be approved year 1 by the board. The third license is their outdoor eating supplemental license. That's not on the agenda because it doesn't need board approval. That one can go straight to the liquor commissioner for approval. So item number 1 is their general Class A full liquor license.
Motion approved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll, please.
Trustee Christensen,
Yes.
Trustee Curtis,
Yes.
Trustee Gately,
Yes.
Trustee Lowry,
yes,
Trustee Nedjebedge,
Yes.
Trustee Salazar.
Yes.
He said he would rather have it be 10. So it was 4 to 2 for 11. Okay.
All right, thank you. Item 5, Steve?
Thank you. Item number 5, as previously mentioned, is for the supplemental entertainment Class B liquor license request for Marisco El Catrin Del Mar at 19 South Randall Road. The previous meetings where we had conversation about the noise from live bands or live DJs, the board had some concerns with potential noise spilling out into the neighboring neighborhoods. So what happened at the last meeting was the board had decided to move forward with what they're considering a conditional temporary supplemental B license. That supplemental B license will be good for 60 days if approved. 60 days, we'll monitor noise complaints and verify if there are any. And then after 60 days, we'll bring it back to a board for review. Should the board have no concerns, then we would bring it back to the village board meeting, not the committee of the whole, for an actual approval of a supplemental entertainment license.
Motion approved.
Second.
Discussion?
Is there a time constraint on this one?
Yeah, this is the one that has the time constraint. Hang on 1 second to. I want to make sure I had it right.
Thought it was 10.
So I think we took the time constraint out of this because I think the board wanted just a 60-day review and let them figure out exactly how they wanted to do it.
Yeah, once they open, then 60 days from that point.
That's correct.
Time constraint, you mean
How late
how late they can play?
Yeah.
How late can they have live entertainment?
To their liquor license, so it'll be till 1 a.m. You can change it. You can bring it back to 11.
I think it's fine. I just wanted to clarify.
Any other discussion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Salazar,
Yes.
Trustee Christensen,
Yes.
Trustee Curtis,
Yes.
Trustee Gately,
Yes.
Trustee Lowry,
Yes.
Trustee Nedved.
Yes.
All right, thank you. That concludes new business on Village President Report. North Days seemed like a good success. And in my opinion, this is probably my 20th one I've been involved with that, staffing just, knocked that out of the park. I'm going to go around the horn. I'm sure you guys won't want to hear this, but, because of the staff involved, it was really successful. Brian and your team, I can't, these guys are just like all over it. So, I mean, any issues, they took care of it. The police, smooth as ever, and it's because of you and everybody involved. I mean, it's like good people out there doing good things, and we kind of take it for granted, the residents, that, it's just, it's good. But painstakingly, it's good because people plan and figure things out and have good people out there. So thank you for you guys and all the efforts you put in. Jason, the funds and things you handle through the Lions Club and everything, and Mandy, same thing. It's like accurate and efficient, and you were there, and it's great. So we know it's all going to be taken care of. Nathan, stage and code, everything was.
Mainly just showed up and had drinks.
But the stage was secure and inspected and safety of everybody involved. It's a big thing. It's like doesn't go unnoticed. And Steve, starts at the top. And your staff really did a great job. So it's much appreciated. And like I said, everybody thinks it's like, oh, no issues, no problem. But because of you guys and Natalie, who isn't here, who oversaw most of the event, it's it worked out smoothly. So it's like it doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm sure sometimes you feel like you're just doing it, because it's part of your job. But for the residents, it's really a big thing. So thank you very much. So it's a good event. So trustee comments.
I had a few. The event on Saturday night is kind of what we all hope for here in the village, right? Community participation, and everybody had a great time. And I echo everything that Mayor Gaffino said, and also a big shout out to both Natalie and Monica, who I know did a lot of hard work on the project as well. It was great, and there was nothing, no incident. It went just smooth as can be, and compliments to all who were involved.
I had a comment. So I think the residents really appreciate North Aurora Days. It was done well, and the bathrooms are clean, all that type of thing. But did we cut off the streetlights on the bridge during fireworks? That was brought up to me several times by several people, that there was no lighting on the street, or the pedestrian bridge.
Yeah, they get cut off just like they did for the 4th of July.
People were walking when we cut them off.
Yeah, we might have to, I think it also happened with the play area. The lights got cut off, so I think we might have to just give maybe a little more notice for when that happens.
I had a few complaints about the lighting, just small things. I mean, everybody loved the event, it was a great job, but after thinking about the bridge, we don't want anybody to fall into the river.
Plus the bike path, I think you mentioned too, that when the lights cut off, there are little street lights from here to here on the bike path, but that connect, I don't know if they connect to the next one, it just got dark, but
Yeah, they all connect to.
Just
to
general
each
lighting,
other.
I left, I think, Friday, we locked up with Lynn at 11, and I walked down the path, and there was a few gentlemen trying to get down, and it was dark. So just
Yeah.
food for- there's an idea.
Things to work on.
Yeah, we can look at that for the future.
Yeah, everything was great, and including all the little things too. Softball, fishing derby, the touch a truck was super cool. You guys brought, obviously that's a lot of work too, just bring all the equipment out and everything. It was very well
And they had
received.
staffing out there at Touch a
Yeah.
Truck and just everywhere, so and we have a small department. I mean, we're not very big, police or public works, so it's nice that guys, or people volunteered to come in and work those events, so, yeah, very good. Anybody else? Spring report, Steve?
No, I just wanted to, we're all saying the same thing, so I'm sorry to drag it out, but I see what goes in every day to the planning of it, and from Brian and Joe and their team, it goes down to the superintendents, the crew leaders, the deputy chiefs, and Natalie and Monica together, and the amount of stuff I see Natalie do, she is running around nonstop for, weeks at a time, it seems. And we joke around, she's ready to announce Oktoberfest, this week. And so she had that all teed up, and she had it at North Rode's handing out flyers about Oktoberfest, which, by the way, seems to have a lot of interest already. There are a lot of people at the tent asking about it. So that should get posted in the next few days. And that's going to be a big festival for 10 hours on a Saturday. So kudos to them. We do a lot with the staff we have, and I'm appreciative of it.
All right, thank you. Department reports? Chief?
Mayor, you're aware of it, but tomorrow is National Night Out. The mayor and my department will be going throughout the village. We have 10 parties scheduled, so it's a really good turnout. So it'll be a fun night.
Great, thank you. Anybody else? Motion adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, the same. All right, we start committee hall shortly. Thank you.